So guys, on Tuesday, we were continuing covering being on bottom from De La Riva, orthodox De La Riva, not reverse or anything, and learning to really try and focus in on some comfort zones. For you guys who have been doing De La Riva for a long time, you might be very comfortable there, or you might feel overextended. So we went into off-balancing our opponent to get into single leg X, which, like I said, is a really specifically a no-gi comfort zone to be in, where you have the ability to kind of rest in a position where all your weight is hanging on your partner's leg. So we're gonna go back into that transition, getting into single leg X, and then finding another off balance to go for an attack. Because you have to remember, when I'm teaching, I'm trying to stress the fact that because whether you compete or you don't compete, you're gonna find yourself in positions where you're getting gassed, you're getting dominated, and you might be facing somebody, for example, who's a great passer. If you're facing somebody you know in advance that's a great passer, don't be on bottom. Your stress should be on making sure you're on top and that person's on bottom. You don't want to find out if somebody's a good passer. So the same thing goes with this, that if you guys are facing somebody where you don't know where their A game is, getting into your positions where you're in your comfort zone first is the key, because you're the person that's going to have the advantage mentally and technically. So when you get into a single leg X, you know that person might have a really good defense for it. So immediately, we off balance, knock that A game down to a B game, then execute yours. We don't want to find out how good people are, okay? We want to be able to execute our own game, stay comfortable, and stay in control. So that's why we're gonna look at the De La Riva, get back into our comfort zone again, all right? So, Tara's standing up. Once again, back to the orthodox De La Riva. Once again, guys, we're starting on our side. Make sure we're not flat. So when I'm flat too, the other problem is that my binding leg to bind up, I can't bind when I'm flat. I don't have enough length in my leg. But when I go on my side, I can curl it all the way up using my toes. And the thing is that the more you do these positions, you start to gain the adaptation for your feet and the dorsiflexion to be able to pull and push people, where I have this position here, and with my leg, I could be able to pull her back really hard. So I want to make sure we have our position set. You're in your strongest position, not giving away anything. So as we're here in De La Riva, I'm going to be able to take my advantage first, where as if the top person, they're pressuring, they're using their hands, wherever their hand is, or if they're stripping my grips off. As soon as they do that, I'm going to use this to my advantage and make sure you're going to bring it close to your other hand. So she stripped the grip, I'm going to collide with my other hand, taking the grip, replace, and now my first off balance, I'm going to pull her grip so that it starts to leave her weight off, and then as soon as I pull, I'm going to rock my body to the right, lifting up her lead leg. So I break the grip, pull, rock, and get off balance all the way to the point her foot is off the mat. Keep in mind, I'm not picking up her foot with the thumb grip. I have no thumb, and I'm clutching it to the holster on the side of my hip here. So I'm not lifting anything. From here, I base against her open leg, pummel my free leg through, coming all the way to single leg X, and replacing and making single leg X come to life here. Like I said, I'll retain the grip just for the next move. We want to make sure we get right to here, and we'll go from here, okay? So now, I want to be able to execute my next move before she starts stripping my grips away. So, I'm going to go first for my off balance, okay? Like, see, I feel like her hand on my foot already. To stop that, I'm going to take the lead leg and point and reach over the knee, so I turn her body this direction, okay? When I do that, her heel comes off the mat. It turned her body. Now, any space I make, I want to be able to take it up. So as soon as her body turned, I'm going to take my wristwatch and I'm going to prop it right underneath her heel. So now her heel can't touch the mat. So now I'm going to turn her body so where she has to put her heel down, but she won't find any traction. So I take my right leg and I'm going to bring it back this way, colliding with her knee, putting her down. Okay? So when she turned, my wrist went under her heel. And so as I reached back the other way, she couldn't put her heel back down on the mat, so it was easy to get the takedown there. Okay, so let's see that again. Okay, so on my side here, she strips my grip off. Right from there, even though she took the grip, I'm gonna just bring it close to my other hand, replace it. Now, off balance, pull it across her center line. As you do, rock to your right, to here. Now, I'm holding the foot to my hip, base the outside leg, make sure that there's space for your other leg, come through, choke up on the calf, foot to hip, to here, okay? Now, as I'm here, assemble your single leg X. I have my shotgun grip here, my thigh is squeezing with my own hand. Now, before that happens, strip this off. I'm gonna reap this direction, foot off the hip, this way. Now, I go under her heel so that she can't put it back down. Now, my other leg comes out. I'm gonna collide with her knee here, bridging this way. So her foot didn't get to touch the mat. Easy takedown to there. I have nice control. We fell, and it didn't cause her to fall and bounce and get distance. I controlled the takedown there, so I could make sure we fall in an advantageous position here. Okay, one more time. Okay, so we're here, strips, collide, replace. Now my off balance here, sometimes the first pull doesn't work, so we need push-pull. So I'm gonna sit up, put her grip back to her waist, and then pull. Now, brace the outside leg, pummel, choke up on the leg, and we're here. Assemble single leg X. Now, she goes to try and take my foot off. As soon as I feel it, just take it off this way. Strip, hold on to the heel. Now, I come back this way, she assembles herself. I'm gonna collide my right leg into her knee and bridge. Keeping it chalked underneath the heel here. My right hand stays in this braced position on the outside of the knee. This allows me to rudder it when I was sweeping her. This keeps the control here, so when she falls, she stays in place, and I'm in a good position to start my next move. All right, anybody want to see it one more time? All right, good. Let's give it a shot, guys, let's go. We're still not high on the arm here, so we're gonna go a little shallow. Where his heel is, instead of being your bicep, retract your arm so your wrist is back. So you see that? I want you to bring your arm back there. Good. Now, all you're gonna do is just hold your hand there. Don't need to swing your hands at this point. Good. Just what you want is for him to be able to not put his heel back down from that. Okay? You had to go right here. Two transitions going on. We were starting in like our home base today, we're starting from De La Hiva. That initial off balance is to get the single leg X, and then once we're in single leg X, at that point, our opponent starts to assemble their base, starts to strip our heels off. At that moment there, because they're initiating their offense there, we want to take them off of offense right away by off balancing as soon as possible. So once you're in single leg X, that's the point we're gonna chalk their heel, okay? Because when that person on top, you have your single leg X built up, they start to play with your foot. I wanna make sure you reap right away, turning their knee. Now when that heel is off the mat, just a little part of your wristwatch that's there, chalk it right underneath, so that when you hit the inside of their knee to turn them, there's no mat for them to stand on. They're standing literally on your wrist, so they will not be able to base and they'll fall over. But you're making sure you're controlling the outside of their knee with your other hand, because you don't want them to trip, bounce away, a foot away from you. Then you have to run up and start another scramble. The whole point of this is control to make it easier for you. We're not trying to make a race or a marathon out of this. I'm trying to make sure that we can have everything set in our comfort zone so that no surprises happen. So that's why we're making sure we are taking the first move, not to find out how good our opponent is. We're making our first move. Every time you think that they're assembling an offense, you're squashing it right away and off balancing. Okay? So just from the start again, just so you can see that heel. You see it. So from the beginning when we were here, as she stripped the grip, right, we all did really good here, off balance, holding the position, and make sure from here, guys, that my left hand goes right to that shotgun grip on the calf. In, assemble your single leg X here, and then unchain your base back. Now here's what I'm talking about. As soon as I feel that, I want to be able to reach this way to take her hands off of me, make the balance go off, and then the heel turns. As soon as I feel that heel turn, I take that space up. okay? Taking my leg out. As she gets her head to 12 o'clock, now she's stepping on my wrist. I bridge into the side of her knee, holding her leg, putting her down, making sure she lands in the position I need. If she fell too far away, scoot away a little bit. Her knee is totally straight there, okay? That's a lot of work now. I gotta try and choke up on this. I don't want to have to just get up and start to pass and worry about her guard. I want her to be on the defense here. So when she fell, I wanted to control the knee, making sure that knee was picked up. Guys, you can see over here, right? Her leg was straight. I'm correcting it, scooting in, and causing the bend that I need. Okay? I'm still controlling that heel. I needed to make sure my wrist is right there where I need it. Right where you see the line in the shorts, to make sure everything stays in place. My initial leg that's here, my right leg, I'm chopping right at that heel, at that shorts line right there. And I'm reinforcing it with my other leg. Normally, your head will tell you to hold this in place. You want to pinch your knees together. Here we're doing the opposite. I'm opening my knees, keeping her away, okay? Now with an open wedge, I'm pinching this part, and I'm keeping this here. For any force we need, right, we need a vise to make sure it's in a controlled state. So I'm holding her leg in this place. 1, 2, okay? Once I have that bend, I know her leg's not moving, we're gonna connect, okay? So because I feel, going palm to palm here, I can feel that it's tight in that position there, okay? Sometimes, if it was somebody much longer than me, everything would be choked up. I'd have to try and take up more space. There's too much loose area. So I might have to choke up on my grips to make sure it's in that airtight pocket there. But if you feel, when you're in this position, the knee's in the right place, you're clamped down on your vise here, wedge is open. If I can make this connection here and I feel that it's tight, I'll keep that position. Don't move your hands though. When you're ready to go, you don't move the vise is stationary. Here, all I'm doing is I'm gonna bridge into the side of her knee to make sure I have nice control and it's safe and it gives her time to tap here. When I'm here, I'm just bridging my hips in to make it happen, okay? Remember, if I'm on my side, my bridge has a lot of space. I can bridge all the way through if I needed to. But if I'm flat on my back, the mat is gonna impede me, okay? So let's just take a look at this part one more time on the sweep. So we'll go right to single leg X. So we're here. I feel that hand right away, immediately. Take it off and off balance. Disrupt her in. Here. Now, take up the space in the heel. Now, she builds her base back, but she's standing on my heel. So from here, my off balance comes with the inside. I want to open her knee. So to control that, I'll hold her knee and make sure the inside of my knee collides with hers. Here. Putting them down and controlling the knee the whole time. Okay? So when I'm here, I'm going to reassemble my base here, right to here. I see where the shorts are. I chop right there and there. Okay? Now, avoid this. Don't pinch here. There's a time and place for it, but in this place, we're going to use open wedging here. I open my knees. You see it's against her chest here. Okay? Trying to keep some distance here. It's a long stretch for her to reach my hands here. So I have my wristwatch here. Keep your palm up, trying to make sure that nothing slips here, right? If I put it down, her heel slips right through and now we're in a new fight, okay? So I'm trying to get some sort of leg hygiene here to make sure it's really easy for me. So I'm over the knee, pulling it up, taking up the space in the heel and holding it back, okay? Now, making sure our legs are in the right formation, open. And now when I go to connect palm to palm here, I can feel it's nice and tight. I'm looking for her toes to be in the line of my pec here and in my armpit. Okay, if it's right into my pec line there, I know it's tight. There's no movement there. And I'm pulling it up right to it. And guys, elbows shut. Everything is airtight. I need my palms are tight, my leg assembly is there. Then we're just looking for a lateral bridge. Nice and slow. And we get our tap there, okay? If you feel that you're bridging and nothing's working, it's because something is loose, and it's most likely your hands. This has to remain stationary here to get that stretch in the foot. So those toes, I mean, it has to go right here, okay? And like I said, if that leg goes straight, I'm losing it, it's too deep. Correct it, pick it up, re-chalk, and now palm to palm, and make sure everything is there, okay? My elbows are tight there, and when I'm in this position, I can feel that it's tight, and you might not even be able to see me bridge, but it's there, okay? There's very little bit of bridge, all right? So one more time, make sure we can see this part, and we get 100% of it down, okay? So we're here, reach,
The heel is up, take it. She reassembles, hold the knee, bridge into the inside, putting them down. Holding the knee the whole time. So there was no travel on her impact, okay? Here, everything's controlled. Chop, reaffirm that, and open, okay? This is being held the whole time. Toes in the pec, palm to palm, shut the elbows, okay? Everything's in place. Make sure you bridge into the side, nice and slow. And guys, the more tight, the tighter your finish is here, the less movement you're gonna have. You don't wanna have a move that has 3 seconds of travel where she could have time to be able to react. Everything needs to be airtight, so it seems almost imperceptible where the submission is there, okay? Any questions, guys? All right, let's go, guys.